Joe, how was the international break for you? Did you get much time off?
No, not really. We had a couple of days off after the Aberdeen game. I think it was a tough week. I think we needed to just recharge the batteries, have a couple of days off, and come in and go again. And then it was a normal week preparing for the Dundee game. Was
it a good time perhaps for you to get a wee break and maybe focus on something else?
Yeah, I think so. Like I say, I think just sometimes you need a few days off to just regroup and go again. I think it was 2 defeats that hurt us quite a bit. Obviously, the semi-final and then the way we didn't perform to what we expected at Aberdeen and stuff. So I think it was important to just like I say, recharge the batteries and come in re-energised and just start fresh.
And getting that win and a big win, a few goals, do you think that can help with confidence?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I thought we played well. Had a bit of a sticky spell just after half time for 15 minutes or so, but then obviously the subs come on and changed the game in our favour. Obviously ended up with a bit of a flattering scoreline, but I thought we played well, moved the ball well, created chances. And like I say, like you said, they're good for the confidence after, like I say, the 2 results before it.
I know it's early days, but have the wind-up started yet about Wembley next year, especially from the McGinn brothers?
No, not yet, no. Someone texted me actually during the game, but I was buzzing for Scotland, to be honest. I really wanted them to get through. I think everyone hates the English, but I don't really hate Scotland. So no, it's obviously good, isn't it, for everyone up there? It's good for the country and the national team and stuff. So it'll be interesting, in the play each other.
Joe, what's your thinking now going into this game against Celtic after playing in 2 big games, Hearts, Aberdeen, and not getting the right results? What sort of mindset do you have to be in to try and go one better and get the result this time?
Just confidence, I think. We have to look at how we played when we went to Parkhead earlier in the season. I thought we played some good stuff first half. We created some good opportunities. I think another day we might have took 1 or 2 of them. I think we went in at half time kind of thinking, how are we 2-0 down? We're playing all right, yeah. That was off the back of the Rangers draw at home as well. So we know we can perform against these types of teams. But yeah, like you say, it's important to try and get a result over the line as well as not just playing well.
There was a lot of talk about bouncing back after the semi-final. Everyone said, we'll bounce back and Aberdeen's a sort of perfect game, and it didn't happen. Does that maybe add a bit more pressure that you have to prove, at least whether you win or lose, that you're going to get close to Celtic?
I don't know, to be honest. Maybe. I think we all knew the Aberdeen game wasn't up to the standards that we've set throughout the season. In hindsight, might have been a bit of a hangover. We obviously didn't help ourselves, shooting ourselves in the foot really in the first 10-15 minutes. But yeah, we want to be competing with these teams. We feel like we've got a good enough squad and a good enough setup here. It's a club that should be competing with these types of teams. So, like I say, we can take confidence from the away performance early in the season and know that we can cause them problems as well.
Celtic have got a good record at Easter Road, but obviously you've got a good home record at the moment. Celtic have scored quite a few goals against you in recent games. Does that change your mindset at all, going into this game, or the system the manager's likely to adopt?
No, I don't think so. You don't really look at recent history and stuff. Well, I don't anyway. Some people might, but I wouldn't. Do you know what I mean? I think it all would have been different players playing and probably would have been a different manager as well. So, yeah, we don't really look at recent history. We'd look at the recent game, like I say, this season, in the pre-match analysis and stuff. I'm sure the coaches would have, but it wouldn't really be in our heads going into the game, the history and stuff.
Yeah, and you're out of contract in the summer. Have you started sort of having any sort of thoughts about a new contract or what you're going to do in the summer?
No, not really. I think my agent might have started talking to the club and vice versa and stuff, but there's nothing. I've not really thought in depth about it. I've loved my time up here since I've kind of got my foot in the door. So obviously COVID coming's kind of ruined it on and off the pitch really for me. So yeah, well, I think when the conversation comes around, then obviously we'll sort it out then.
Yeah, I mean, in your previous clubs, you've stayed for quite a few years each time. Is feeling sort of settled at a club something that's important to you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like I said, I've only been at 2 previous clubs. I'm not kind of someone to jump around and stuff. Maybe that's because no one else wants me, but yeah, when I'm happy and I'm settled, I kind of enjoy it and I like being there for a while. So yeah, like I said, when that conversation does come around with the club and my agent and stuff, I'm sure we'll try and get something sorted as soon as possible, either way.
Yeah. And obviously being signed by this previous manager, it must have been sort of an uncertain time for you, with a new guy coming in. But you seem to have established yourself under Ross Jack. And did you feel sort of established now in that side? And are you feeling good with your play with Hibs?
Yeah, so I've got a good relationship with the manager and all the coaching staff. I think all the players would echo that really. They're good guys to work for. I'm lucky in the fact that he's been playing me and he trusts me. So obviously that always helps the relationship. But yeah, when he first come in, obviously I wasn't really playing. It was Eddie who took over for a couple of games, kind of trusted me and chucked me in. And then since the gaffer Jack has come in now, it's been good working under him. So obviously I've enjoyed my time under him. Yeah.
Great, thanks very much.
Joe, obviously this season you've sort of moved centrally. Have you played centrally against Celtic before, or were you still sort of wide left against Celtic last season?
I played centrally against them this season, and then I don't think I played against them last year actually. I was injured when we played them away, and then I don't think I played at home. So played against them, like I say, this year when we lost. But yeah, that was it.
Is yours, because obviously when guys come up from England, they sort of say this games against Celtic and Rangers are the ones they really want to play in. Has your perspective on these games changed since being at least involved in squads and things like that with these games?
Yeah, obviously when you come up here, it's a big pull, isn't it? But I remember my second game for Hibs, we lost 5-1 away at Ibrox and I got dragged at half time. So sometimes it doesn't work out quite as nice as what you think. But they're big games to play, and obviously it would have been a lot better if all the fans were here tomorrow. But yeah, the big games, they're good teams, and it's a kind of sign of how we're doing as a team, as a club, how we come up against them.
So as long as you survive to half time against likes of Tom Rogic and Olivier and Cham, you'll be doing all right tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
Joe, how much confidence can you take from that performance and point against Rangers in September?
Sorry, Rangers in September, was it? Yeah.
Yeah, how much confidence can you take from that performance?
Yeah, I think, like I say, I think the first half, the following week against Celtic, kind of showed that we were in a good fettle. Then we was playing well. Obviously, we got the result, a draw against Rangers at home. That another day we might have nicked to win. So we know we can compete against these teams, but it's a matter of doing it on a consistent basis. Obviously, the Aberdeen game away wasn't good enough. So yeah, like I say, it's about doing it consistently and trying to show everyone that we're up there for a reason and we're up there to compete.
Are these the type of games that you yourself sort of relish, where the ball is on the deck maybe a bit longer?
Yeah. Yeah, to be honest, I don't really go into certain games thinking how the game will be played. I'd try and put my stamp on any game the way I want to play and how us as a team want to play. So if that's the case tomorrow, then hopefully it will suit me and the team. But I think as a professional, you have to adapt to however any game can turn, and how any game's kind of played, really.
Joe, was there a lot of reflection amongst the squad after the Hearts and Aberdeen games, and is this almost the ideal next league game to be playing? When it is a chance to show that you can compete against the best teams in the division.
Yeah, like I say, it hurts a lot. I know it hurt everyone, the club, the fans. The semi-final, it was a tough one to take, the way how it all ended up and how the game went and stuff, and what we felt we deserved from it. It was tough, and I think you've seen that in the Aberdeen game. We just weren't at the races. So yeah, the next league game, I think the Dundee Cup game would come at a good time. It was a chance to kind of put them behind us and put in a good performance and get a good win. So hopefully now this next league game, it being a big game against a big team, good team, can hopefully work in our favour. We know we're going to have to put on a good performance if we're going to get anything. Yeah.